Ice fishing is by far my favorite way to catch fish. It's just something about being out on the hard water that feels right. But staying organized out here, that can be a real challenge sometimes. Gear piles up, and if you're not careful, it can turn into real chaos. That's why when I decided to build out my sled, I started with a Jet Sled XL from Chappell. It's sturdy and spacious, and it's a pretty good base for customization.
Hey guys, the person you're seeing building this sled project is Adam. He's a long-time person here in the community, and he more or less realized in so many ways that a sled like this looks just like a John boat and therefore can be modified just like one. So this is just a thick HDPE plastic hull. He's using 1/16 inch angle and tubing here in spots just to make the frame, securing the frame into the plastic hull with rivets and rivet washers on the other end so it can't pull through the plastic. A whole lot less stress with this thing when it just floats on dry land. No worrying about how to waterproof it or putting rivets through the bottom of the hull. None of that. You can just do whatever you want, as long as it works for you. He's trying to make it very close to what you would actually do here in a boat, because you are going fishing and you need the same things, like a rod locker, gear storage, and then tackle storage, those things being put separately, along with a spot for all the fish that you caught. This can be something very easily done in your garage on your leisure time to keep you occupied during the winter when all the water is frozen. Now, I don't have frozen water down here in Arizona, so I'm kind of living vicariously here through Adam's eyes. So we're just gonna go ahead and watch him work. Now, adding foam and flotation in something like this isn't really necessary, but it does have its advantages when it comes to solidifying something in place to never move again. And that's why he's using pour foam. Although I think he maybe used a little too much. Man, that's gonna make a mess. Look at that. How terrible. It's going everywhere. Adding a deck to any boat, regardless of whatever it is a great utilitarian move. When making this for any boat, including this sled boat, you're making a horizontal cabinetry system that you're able to walk up and down, sit on, put extra gear on, and all the while, all your important stuff is lying underneath. So after he made all the hatches, drilled all the holes for the latches, he went ahead and painted and sealed it. I don't know with what, but it looks pretty good. Looks like a nice favorable surface for flooring. Once dried, he's wiping it down with alcohol to decontaminate the surface before he can go ahead and stick on the foam. Now this foam, I don't know where it came from. I think maybe Amazon, but any type of EVA foam flooring would work. The really nice thing about this foam is that you can just pretty much do anything on it. It's cosmetically appealing, it's slide resistant, it's heat dissipating, not that that's a problem out here in the snow. Most of them already have an adhesive backing, so it's super easy to apply it to a smooth, stickable surface just like this. It cuts with a razor blade or utility knife. It probably installed this all in about a whopping 5 minutes. After you cut out all the lids, the finishing touch are of course the latches.
Building this, there are a few must-haves on my list that I needed, such as a rod locker, keep my fishing poles from getting damaged when I'm moving in and out of the truck, moving around on the lake, a couple hatches to store some essentials such as tackle, safety equipment, buddy heater, stuff like that. And I definitely needed a cooler to help keep my drinks from freezing while I'm out here. In addition to that, I got tired over the years of my chair falling out of the sled, and I'd have to walk back 100 to 50 yards or so, go pick it up, walk back to the sled, put it back in there, and I just got tired of that. So I mounted a chair right into the deck so that I don't ever have to worry about that. Now, weight was a concern. I am pulling this around by myself. I do have Draco over here laying down, but he's a 10-year-old Alaskan Malamute. He's not going to really doing much. He's a sled dog breed, but he's not a sled dog. When I framed this out, I started this out by using 1/16 inch thick by 1 by 1 aluminum angle. It's lightweight, but it's pretty strong. I use techniques similar to framing a tiny boat to use as minimal amount of aluminum as possible and to keep the strength up. For the walls inside the hatches, I use 1/4-inch plywood, and the hinges are specialized offset piano hinges that I picked up from TBNation.net. For the decking, I used some scrap 1/2-inch plywood I had lying around. I coated it in epoxy resin to protect it from moisture and finished it off with some cheap EVA foam I found off of Amazon. It gives the sled a sleek look and adds some insulation to help keep things from freezing. The rod locker was a fun challenge. I used 2-pound pour form to secure the rod sleeves in place. Then I incorporated a hatch mounted to the seat directly onto it. To keep everything within arm's reach, I added a rod holder and a cup holder right there on my right side. This sled has been a game changer for my ice fishing trips. It keeps everything organized, it's light enough for me to handle on my own, and makes the experience out on the ice so much smoother. If you're thinking about building your own, hopefully this gives you some inspiration. Tight lines.
Hey guys, we met Al on our Facebook group, and we're really happy to share a story. We'd like to do more things like this for people who've done what he's done, so hit us up over here. See ya.